I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar. It's such a great honor to be able to raise funds for Living Beyond Breast Cancer organization.
Yes, thank you, Renee, very much for helping us to organize this event. It's for a beautiful cause, and it's always our pleasure to help people.
For champions. My name is Renee Noor, and I am the Global Wealth Warriors founder, as well as the GW3 organization coordinator. I would say that. How about that? And the reason why I say it that way, because what's so great, guys, all of the titles don't really matter. It's about what it is that we're doing. in order to impact and change lives. You know, we started off with this organization to not only to help women to find their voices, as well as to find their strength from within, but also to be able to make something so unique and so different in their very own path. We are dream makers, and I'm grateful to say that we are dream makers in this space. While you're a dream maker, you also allow yourself to be transformational. Can someone put in the chat, I am transforming today? I am transforming today. You know, not only is it important for you to want to transform every day, especially we're here with the Breakfast with Champions, but understanding the importance of why we need to transform. You know, we are not here perfect, getting everything right every day, but what we're striving to do is striving for excellence, right? And so we'll like you to put that in the chat. You know, with the GW3 Global Society, every day, not only do we wake up, we focus on 45 minutes. That's right, 45 minutes every day before 7 o'clock. Since we're a global organization, we're working out. And one of the greatest things that we've been able to do is come together live to support each other. Who are you supporting? Who are you supporting in your journey? You know, the greatest opportunities that we have is not only to share our experiences, but to understand our experiences are needed to fuel energy to others. And we're going to go live. Not only we're going to go live, we're going to talk about the experience of not only what we've just been able to do within the Kentucky Derby, but also we want to talk about how we can impact your life as well. Currently right now, I see Miss Janet Alvarado alongside with Miss Ada. I see Miss Charisma, as well as I see Miss Amira in the audience. I see hi to Miss Nancy. Hello, Miss Nancy. How are you doing? We heard from the amazing Miss Megan DiMartino earlier today. We also see the incredible Michelle, which I know I owe Michelle a follow-up call as well. Maria, love, love, love Maria. Oh my goodness, guys, we're going to have a full house. And guys, if you haven't already invited others into the space, why haven't you? Let's make sure we're doing it. You know, not only we're excited to be here this afternoon, I call it this afternoon because we got up so early in the morning. Not only we're excited to be here at 10 a.m. in the morning, but we're also looking forward to helping you break through, breaking through, being strong. You know, being strong, some people think that's like easy to say, but it's really not, right, guys? It's truly not. And it's a part of a process that you have to embody and embrace. Some people believe that, you know, cosmic powers can manifest various forms of evil towards them or even in a space. And so we want to talk about that, being strong, and what does it take? What is it like to be strong? We know it's something that's required. One of the greatest gifts I was able to experience this weekend is not only being able to support others, but I had to be strong even for myself because it was something that was new. And so what I'm going to do with this opportunity while we're here, I want you to think about what are some cases that you had to be strong. What are some times in your life that you had to be strong? Go ahead, somebody unmute and say, when was the time that they had to be strong? Please pour into the conversation.
Renee, it's Maria.
Hi, Maria.
Oh, go ahead.
I heard two people, so I heard Maria first,
Okay, I'll go.
and then the second person.
So being strong right now, I'm really being truly tested. There's so much going on in my life, but I tell you, my definition of being strong is, I hope I say this right, it's really having confidence in not only yourself and your position in the world, but also for me, it's about leaning on God and really, really leaning on trusting Him. And I'm really being tested at this time right now, both my children going through something where I need to take the back seat right now, even though frontline's on their mom, regardless of what's around and what's going on, but I need to take the back seat. And that back seat is not to anyone. It's just saying, God, you got this. They're your children before they're mine. You know the plans you have for me and for them. I'm going to really trust in that. And that is the test right now for me. So I received that, and it gives me in the midst of the anxiety, right? In the midst of it all, there's a peace, if that can make any sense. So I'm being tested now, and I'm also moving forward and showing up in a more supportive role as a mother should. And I hope I communicated that well, but I'm going to yield my mic.
You know how much we love you, Maria. Not only did you communicate that well, I know ladies in the room right now can also probably relate to that story right there as well. You know, the strength of a mother. The strength of a mother is always important for us to be stronger for our children. We were just talking about that also earlier. You know, sometimes when we have to go through divorces, that's something that's a whole nother type of energy, right, ladies? Flash your mics if you can understand what I'm talking about. And not only just for the ladies, for the men as well. But the strength of having the ability to know where you have to step into your greatness, right, Maria? Step into your power and understanding that you cannot do it by yourself. The grace of God's going to have to keep moving you right along. But one thing I will say is just like the rain that started today, just like the rain that started today. We had pouring down rain earlier, guys, and you know what? That rain passed away. Literally, the showers are gone and the sun is so bright. It was like it never rained before. So during the storm, sometimes we know we have to always stay protected and probably carry an umbrella because we just don't know what's going to happen. But nothing really lasts forever. So Maria, we're grateful that you shared how you're being strong right now. And you know, the GW3, we already say the GW3, when you turn that 3 around, it's all about we. And we are here to support you alongside the Breakfast with Champions family. Thank you for sharing. One more share, and then we're going to go live with Miss Janet Alvarado alongside with Miss Dina Green. They're here live in the studio. I would love to hear one other person because they was getting ready to share. Pour in. I heard someone that was unmuting when Maria was speaking. Pour into the conversation now.
Hey, Renee, this is Tahita. I just wanted to say, the ways of being strong. I just, I try to stay strong when I'm, not feeling motivated, not having the willpower to be my best self. Even, I say to myself that I'm 43, but, I try not to say the but, I'm 43 and I should, be living my best life. So I make sure I stay strong mentally. I make sure I stay strong physically, so I can live my best life and, and get the blessings that I know God has for me. So thank you so much for me.
I love that. Oh my goodness. Thank you also, Miss Tahita. Staying strong, being in I think also, guys, let's talk about our energy, right? That attitude that we have to have as well in order for us to maintain this strength. And I'll say this, even though it may even hurt us at times, we know we have to wear that smile on our faces too, because that's going to help us to overcome some of those unwanted and unnecessary energies that we may have. But you know what? I love what you say also, Tahita. Everybody unmute and say, I got this, guys. I got this. Come on now. Everybody unmute and say, I got this.
I got it.
Oh, one more time. Let's do it one more time. I got this. Absolutely, guys. I love it because that's a part of being strong as well. Guys, put some hearts in the chat for everybody that shared. And truly, if you want to share, feel free to do so as well. We're going to now go live with Miss Janet Alvarado alongside with Miss Dina. And I know we are live on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook. And I just want to share this with you guys. This weekend, not only did you guys get an opportunity of seeing me in a whole new element, it really was a new element, even for me, guys. You saw me at the Kentucky Derby. Guys, I'll share this with you. What an incredible experience it was. How many of you guys have felt like, like a 15-year-old get excited, getting all dressed up? Oh my goodness, like for Christmas? Well, that's what it was like. And I'll share this with you. Not only was it a moving, it was a transformational experience for me as well. I'll say this, guys, because being an African American lady, being in the midst of such a large Kentucky Derby on that level, oh my goodness. Not only was it a memorable occasion, I had to be strong enough to be able to get into the mindset of where I was going because it was a new territory. How many of you guys had to embody something new for the very first time and don't know how you're going to be able to react or how people are going to receive you? Guys, talking about a powerful experience of just exchanging energy. And so we're going to talk about that because in our spaces here, the importance of not only with your business as well as your personal, your energy is really important of how you keep showing up. And I have some explosive energy here with us live today. I have Miss Janet Alvarado right there in Las Vegas, as well as I have Miss Dina Green that's over there in Palm Beach, Florida. Let me say this, guys. These ladies truly have some great energy. How are you guys doing this morning, How are you guys doing this morning?
I'm doing great. I thank you for this opportunity.
Well, I want to first go to Miss Janet Alvarado in Las Vegas. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning there for you, right, Janet? And you're looking incredible. Oh my goodness. How are you? And share with us, Janet, an experience of when you had to be strong. What was it like for you? And also share with us, when was that experience? Because I know the ladies and the gents right here in the Breakfast with Champions would love to hear.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you. And by the way, you looked amazing at the Derby, Kentucky Derby. You're an inspiration, Renee. I thank you so much for what you brought together here in the GW3 Society. We are moving, we are growing and glowing, like they say. So I love it. Thank you so much, Renee. And for me, staying strong, I think as a mother, it's just a natural for us to be strong because we birth children and birthing children is not easy and it could be stressful, but you know what? We get through it. And any new thing that we encounter or that we go into, we have to be strong because we're putting ourselves in that position. And it's just a natural instinct I think we all have inside of us. If we tap into it. So I'm so excited. Happy Mother's Day because we're celebrating Mother's Day in Mexico today. Happy Mother's Day to you all. This is Janet from Las Vegas. Stay strong.
I just love that, Janet. It is Mother's Day in Mexico. So definitely let's go ahead on wish Janet a happy Mother's Day. She's a glam mom as well. And truly, you're just a lady that seem to always overcome. Keeping the family strong, keeping the family whole is something that's important for you. So thank you for being here, Janet. And Miss Dina, how are you doing over there in Palm Beach, Florida? Cannot wait. In 2 weeks, we'll be seeing each other. Oh my goodness, 2 weeks, here it comes.
So I stay strong with the help of God. So give us this day our daily bread. That's what I start off with. I can't live off of yesterday's manna. He has new things that he wants to reveal. He wants to share. He prepares me for the day. Sometimes God would even let you know, hey, you're going to meet this person. This is going to happen. But when you just begin to spend that time with God, when obstacles come, you've already got all the energy from God that you need, all the reassurance. You've gotten that word from God. And so it allows you to go through your day knowing that God is there to protect you and to help you with your decision. So, you're able to pause when something comes at you. You're not so quick to be responsive. So I think that's my takeaway. When I'm able to get my daily bread, my response to people and circumstances, it's a little better. It's much better. It's a whole lot better. So, yeah.
So happy to hear that. I love it. And I love how that you keep God in the place of everything that you do. That's so important, Dina. And thank you for sharing. It's amazing how when you reject calls, they still come through. Come on now. But anyway, it's so important.
it's so important also for us to be able to take that ownership as well in our journey. I'll say this too, guys. In our works and what we do from day to day, being a champion, we're the Breakfast with Champions, as well as having that warrior mindset, sometimes it really helps us to have a lot more harmonious moments. And while we are knowing that we're winners, leaders, also setting, I would say, even role models in some cases, being able to achieve those not only should help to motivate others, but should help to motivate yourself. Every time I hear the voice of Mr. Glenn Lundy, as well as what he's doing, it gives me the inspiration to say, if Glenn could do it, so can I. If Glenn could do it, so can I. I love how we come together as women, supporting each other from day to day. It's the dedication that we have, a commitment that we owe to ourselves. And most importantly, we have to understand we have to do what? We have to use perseverance. Perseverance is something that's very, very important. Now, I'm going to say this, guys. We still have to do what? We still have to take risks. So if you haven't already joined us on the YouTube channel, we'd love for you to do so. We get ready to welcome one of our other GW3 warriors, Miss Valerie Brown, Miss VB, all the way from Fresno, California. And you know what I love? She's truly a risk taker, but you know what I love about it? She's a conservative risk taker as well, as we bring her to the table. Good afternoon and good morning, Valerie. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Queen. How are you?
I am doing so amazing. You guys are just like a picture perfect here. If somebody's going to take a picture right now.
I can't see anything, but I'm going to trust that all of you are there.
No, we see you very well.
Okay.
Yes, we see you very well. Well, ladies, it's great being here together. It's great to be here from different parts of the world as well. Being able to share, today we're talking about being strong, just being strong, and how we are able to also overcome certain things in our journey. Now, Miss V, you understand this word very well because with some of the, I would say, some transitions that you've done recently, and also being able to set aside new territory and a new direction. Can you share with us, what does it mean for you to be strong?
For me to be strong, what it means is to pivot without complaint. One of my former mentors, one thing she always said was, and I'm sure we've all heard this before, the only thing constant in this world is change. And to be strong is to continually change. We have to always be able to reinvent ourselves, to move forward. What you see on one person one week may be something completely different when you see them again in a couple of weeks. We have to continually move forward. So for me to be strong is to accept that challenge and say, okay, well, it's time for another change. It's time to reinvent. It's time to move forward again. And so now I think that this is a new way of redefining ourselves, especially when at our age, this is something fairly new to us where we have to keep reinventing ourselves and staying current and moving forward. So to be strong, you do that not for yourself, but you do it for your family. You do it for the people you love. You do it for the people who love you. I was listening to an audiobook the other day, and one thing that he said that was so poignant is that sacrifice breeds contempt. And a lot of us believe that we sacrifice for our children, for our families, and we're going to sit still and we're going to provide that security, and we're not going to change, and we're not going to do we're going to make sure we stay stable, and we're not going to rock the boat. Well, that breeds contempt in the people that love you, because now they have to worry about themselves and they have to worry about you. So to be strong for yourself and for your family is to always change, to always keep moving forward. And so I'm just going to leave that right there.
I love it. To always be flexible. That's
Yeah.
the word, flexible to change.
Yes.
And being able to be adaptable to
Yes.
new environments, and realizing it's not about one way. Sometimes we have to allow others' inputs to also help us to shine a brighter light, as well as give us more information, so therefore we know exactly what is happening. I think she's having just a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're still here with you, Ms. V, for sure. You know, guys, we are so excited. We're here with the GW3 Global Society, alongside with Breakfast with Champions, two phenomenal communities that's not only about impacting, but it's also about how we're transforming and, you know, changing lives. I love what V mentioned also, you know, where it relates to the ability of being able to change. I don't know about you guys, but my name really upholds exactly what that means, okay? Being able to reinvent yourself, being acceptable to change, and open enough to realize we're not in the same places that we were 5 years ago, 2 years ago, and not even 1 minute ago. So we have to be always willing to change. It's right now about 10:27, and I know for sure we're going to be closing this segment down. On tomorrow, we'll go more into depth about not only the amazing, as we know for sure, the Kentucky Derby, the experience behind it, as well as some of the pros that happened during the Kentucky Derby. But I'll also bring about some of our friends that we're able to meet during the Kentucky Derby as well, because we know as we continue on evolving, we have to be open to new relationships. And so don't be so strong. I mean, don't be so hard on yourself. I would say this, guys, learn to let go. Let go. And I love what Dina said earlier, and trust God. Let go and let God be that for us for today. So ladies, please share with everybody how they can get in contact with you, and a word of wisdom, one word of wisdom that you'd like to leave for not only the Breakfast with Champions, but also for the viewers here on Instagram, alongside with YouTube and some of the other places that's on Facebook. Take it away, Miss Janet.
This is Janet. Thank you, Renee. Oh, V and Dina, you guys made a great point. Start with God. Start with God. God first. It's so important to connect first thing in the morning and be grateful that you're awake. Gratitude will change your life and make you stronger. V, transformation. Change is constant. We are constantly evolving. We are constantly changing. And what are we telling ourselves? So mantras: stay happy, stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay strong. Yes.
I just loved how you summarized that so well for us today. Thank you so very much, Janet. You know, our next lady that's going to be coming up for the Breakfast with Champions, not only are we super excited to welcome our very own Miss Malika Starr. Malika Starr had the opportunity of winning that Speak Off with Mr. Trevor Houston last week. It was between Malika Starr alongside with Maria, and both of them have an opportunity of speaking for 30 minutes. So guys, let's do this. Let's bring the house up with vibration. Let's give it up to our girl, Malika Starr. This is her debut with the Breakfast with Champions, alongside with right here doing what she does best. Malika Starr, are you there? Yes, guys. So we're gonna go back into the Breakfast with Champions and listen to our girl on right there in the house, Miss Malika Starr. Guys, make sure you tune in with us on tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. with the Breakfast with Champions. We will be back with more inspiration alongside motivation and truly helping you to transform your life. Bye for now. I love it.